Look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. That is my single favorite post-conference coaching moment of all time. I mean, Jim Moore probably's got the all-time body of work, playoffs, diddly-poo. You think you know, but you just don't know. But for me, who they thought they were is the greatest single post-game coaching moment. And to pay homage to Denny Green with that Bears visit to Arizona, we're going to do point blank with the blank are or not who we thought they were. Mark, why don't you tee it up for Jerry?
All right, Jerry, here you go, baby.
All right, you're keeping the theme going here, I see.
Bears, Jerry.
They are.
The reason why is because just like last year, this team, they faltered last year, and they're doing the same thing this year. They can't keep Jay Cutler up. He's getting pressured, and also on that defense, they're not getting the job done. And plus, they're complaining.
Yeah.
You got Brian Urlacher and also Lance Briggs. They're talking about the fans booing and the media, so they're not getting the job done.
Listen, that's the worst. If they're booing, the worst thing you can say is talk about it, because it's only going to happen more. Bears, by the way, in danger of going 7-1 and not making the playoffs.
You know how you stop that?
Yeah, you play better?
Play well.
There you go. All right, Jerry, what's your blank situation for Nate here? Who are you writing?
All right.
Oh, I see it. The team that claims they get no respect. The Falcons are or are not who we thought they were?
I'm going to go with R.
They are?
Yes.
Why, Nate?
Well, I played against the Falcons, and last year I got to see Matty Ice in rare form, and he was just that cold as ice. Transform who he is to this year. You got a great receiving core, two really good wide receivers. Michael DeBurner turning in the backfield. Gonzalez is still playing well at his age. And they're a great team. They haven't got much respect this year, but why can't you respect a team with that type of record? So they are. I think they're good, and they're playing that way. Very good.
I think we all can see they're the best team in the NFC in the regular season. But as we all know, the problem for them has been the playoffs. With Matt Ryan, Thomas Dimitroff, Mike Smith, they have yet to win a playoff game, and that's why people perhaps hold back a little bit. All right, Nate, what do you got for stink here?
All right, let me see. I'm going to go with SEA for Seattle.
Seattle.
All right. The Seattle Seahawks are not who we thought they were.
Because why?
Because they're much better than what we thought they were going to be. I knew defensively they were going to be a solid football team. Their secondary is as good as there is in this league. But Russell Wilson, when you put him on film, one word comes to mind: poise. The kid has played exceptional football. Now all of a sudden, they're starting to use that read option stuff that they use across the league. He has been very explosive from that position. And I'm going to tell you, their offensive line, as a group, you put them, you may not know the names, but they're playing as well as any group in the National Football League right now, playing solid football in that zone blocking scheme that Tom Cable has them running. They've been great. And outside of Adrian Peterson, you can make a case that Marshawn Lynch is the most beastly running back in the NFL right now. Okay, we also went to Twitter for this week's Point Blank segment, and Twitter put this up for us. Adrian Peterson and the Vikings are who we thought they were, basically a one-man team. Do we agree?
Yes, without a doubt. I think with Adrian Peterson, what he's doing right now, he's being physical, but he's also being smart. You know, if he can't get that first down, he's going to run out of bounds. If he needs 3 or 5 yards, he's going to be physical and get that first down.
Nate?
I don't believe that everybody thought they were going to be a one-man team. Coming off the ACL, who thought that he was going to carry such a big load for the Minnesota Vikings this year? He's playing incredible. Almost 2,000 yards. I wasn't sure if Adrian Peterson was going to be able to shoulder this load, but he did it well.
I'm going to tell him myself. I thought there's no way they should have started him at the beginning.
Right, we all thought.
I thought it would lead to different injuries on the other leg, and I really thought that they were making a huge mistake, and it shows you what I know, because I did not realize that he wasn't human, and he's not human. That's just the deal.
His middle name is actually Cyborg. Not many people know that. So, by the way, Nate Burleson, this is the end of his 2-day stint with us in NFL Live. He's been terrific. So what we do when we have someone who we think is really good, we're going to put him to the test. This is a surprise for Nate. So I'm going to go to the board. And Ndamukong Suh is or is not who we think he is.
Oh.
This is a teammate now, so tread lightly.
I'm going to say he is.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I think a lot of people see Suh as a hard-nosed, old-school, brash-type football player. And realistically, he is. He's that guy. He likes to play, I like to say, in the late 80s era of football. Right. Where he's playing through the whistle. When the refs are telling you to stop the play, he's going to continue through it. Now, that might get him in trouble occasionally, but as his teammate, I like it. You throw a flag or two, take a fine for the team. If you get me going, I'm good with it. So I say Suh is who everybody thinks he is, and that's a hard-nosed football player.
Is 95% of Suh better than 100% of Suh if it's that sometimes 100% that takes him a little further than he needs to be?
If that 100% is going to cost us games, I guarantee he'll say, I'll give you 95. But the key is trying to get him to 100% and find that balance where he doesn't go past that.
It reminds me of playing with a teammate that Jerry and I both played with, Bill Romanowski.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You hated playing against him. You could not stand him. But when he was on your team, he was one of the best teammates you'd ever have. So very much the same type of character.
Yeah.
Nate Burleson is safe to go back to Detroit, although when this day's over, we're going to miss him.
You're a smart man.
Yeah.